Once upon a time, there was a Chinese farmer who lost a horse, ran away. And all the neighbors came round that evening and said, "That's too bad." And he said, "Maybe." The next day, the horse came back and brought 7 wild horses with it. And all the neighbors came around and said, "Why, that's great, isn't it?" And he said, "Maybe." The next day, his son was attempting to tame one of these horses and was riding it and was thrown and broke his leg. And all the neighbors came round in the evening and said, "Well, that's too bad, isn't it?" And the farmer said, "Maybe." And the next day, the conscription officers came around looking for people for the army, and they rejected his son because he had a broken leg. And all the neighbors came round that evening and said, "Isn't that wonderful?" And he said, "Maybe." The whole process of nature is an integrated process of immense complexity, and it is really impossible to tell whether anything that happens in it is good or bad, because you never know what will be the consequences of a misfortune, or you never know what will be the consequences of good fortune.
Test. Oh, wow. Thank you. All right, so now there's audio. Just in time. Gotcha. Yeah, just in time for the meditation. I appreciate you letting me know that, Aiden. Very, very nice of you. Alrighty. So now let's begin our meditation. This meditation is called Grounded and Flexible from Mindful Exercises. Equanimity is the quality of remaining grounded and stable amidst experience. When you notice suffering and you respond with compassion, you don't get knocked off by the unexpected. With equanimity practice, we can cultivate a state of mind that is both grounded and flexible. So closing your eyes and finding a comfortable posture, whether that be laying or seated, whatever is most comfortable for you. Simply bringing your awareness to the present experience. Start to notice the sounds and the feelings in your body. And just observe your overall mental state. Simply becoming in tune with the present. noticing, observing, not judging, just turning towards whatever is there in this present moment. When something comes up, just tune in. Notice where you got knocked off balance. Certain sounds, thoughts, feelings. Any of these things in the body can charge you and pull you out of your calm state of mind. Let us sit with the awareness of our own balance for a couple moments. Simply returning attention to the present moment. There's nothing you should be doing. Know where you need to be. You're doing exactly what you ought to be doing in this very moment. Settling into the awareness, the experience of the now. Now let's begin our practice. Bring to mind someone you care about deeply. Connect with your intention to care for this person. Recognize that although you may care for this person, you cannot control their happiness. Offer a few phrases of equanimity. May you be happy. May you be in charge of your happiness. Your happiness is dependent upon your actions, not my wishes for you. Keeping in mind someone we so deeply care about, we're going to again repeat these phrases. May you be happy. May you be in charge of your happiness. Your happiness is dependent upon your actions and not my wishes for you. And one more time. Holding so dearly the one we care about, yet with no attachment, we offer these phrases. May you be happy. May you be in charge of your happiness. Your happiness is dependent upon your actions, not my wishes for you. We'll sit in this subtle calm for a few moments. Good. Now if you like, you can even switch to somebody else you may care about. and continue to offer these phrases. May you be happy. May you be in charge of your happiness. Your happiness is dependent upon your actions, not my wishes for you. Now, we're going to find someone who's currently experiencing some pain or suffering. That is likely not hard to do. Connecting with your intention to care, for remaining stable, offering these phrases of compassion and equanimity. May you be free from suffering. May you take action to care for your pain. Your freedom is dependent upon your actions, not my wishes for you. So again, still holding in our mind that person who gives us difficulty or challenge. Or perhaps who is in a state of suffering, in need of compassion. May you be free of suffering. May you take action to care for your pain. Your freedom is dependent upon your actions, not my wishes for you. And one more time, as we continue to envision someone who's currently experiencing some pain or suffering, we offer these phrases of compassion and equanimity. May you be free from suffering. May you take action to care for your pain. Your freedom is dependent upon your actions and not my wishes for you. Finally, bring to mind somebody in your life that has had joy or success recently. We're going to offer them a few phrases of appreciative joy, staying connected to our balanced equanimity. May your joy continue. May you be in charge of your joy. Your joy is in your hands and is not dependent upon my wishes for you. I'll offer these phrases again. Appreciative phrases of joy. May your joy continue. May you be in charge of your joy. Your joy is in your hands and is not dependent upon my wishes for you. Good. And finally, we're going to offer ourselves each one of these phrases of compassion and equanimity. May I be happy. May I be in charge of my happiness. My happiness is dependent upon my action, not the wishes of others. May I be free from suffering. May I take action to be care from pain. My freedom is dependent upon my actions and not the wishes of others. May my joy continue. May I continue to be in charge of my joy. Joy is in my hands and not dependent upon the wishes of others. I want to offer that phrase one more time. These phrases one more time. For ourselves and for everyone. May all beings be happy. May all beings be in charge of their own happiness. May happiness be dependent upon our actions and not the wishes of others. May we be free from suffering. May we take action to care for our pain. Our freedom is dependent upon our actions, not the wishes of others. May our joy continue. May we be in charge of our joy. Joy is in our hands and not dependent on the wishes of others. And after a few minutes of offering these phrases, begin to slowly return to the experience of your body and to open awareness and recognize that true happiness is in your own hands. Be proud of your effort in practicing and encouraging happiness for yourself. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you all for taking some time to engage in that practice of equanimity. I hope you found it valuable. So to kind of review the practices, you can offer any phrases of equanimity and compassion. These are just the three we use. And in my practice, or in the practice we've been experiencing together, I like to first offer it to someone I care about, because I find it easy to kind of connect with those kind of people, people you already have attachments and connections to. And then taking a step back from that and offering just unattached goodwill. And then you face challenge. And then you take, what you've learned and the experience of, something that's easy, and then you put it against something difficult, right? And that's, then you become this deeper practice of equanimity. And then finally, we return to joy. And it's always, most meditation practices kind of return to like joy or compassion at the end. And yeah, that's a meditation and practice on equanimity. I hope you enjoyed. So finally, our koan, our parting departures, parting wisdom for today. Shunzun held out his short staff and said, "If you call this a short staff, you oppose its reality. If you do not call it a short staff, then you ignore the fact. Now what do you wish to call this?" Good. And just a reminder, a koan is a Zen riddle meant to kind of boggle the mind, shake you up, question your conceptual thinking, and yeah, thank you. Yes, thank you all for tuning in. Shout out to Alan and Aiden. Thank you all, and thank you, Aiden, also for your assistance. It was so nice to have you all tune in and share this moment, feeling connected with all y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Best ventures until then.